Um, are you a Terrence Bud Crawford fan?
Yes,
My man,
without a doubt. Without a doubt.
without a doubt. My God. So you're here live. You know the name of this segment is called Nip It in the Bud. I think you've been, here seeing how the format goes, so I don't have to explain how the format
That's right.
goes. So you're here live now, brother. The floor is yours.
Well, first of all, bro, man, I give props to your show. I mean, I'm glad you got somebody else on to give another spin of the picture here. Um, man, but Bud's name speaks for itself, man. You know what I'm saying? What he brings to the table, bro, is, I mean, he brings all the tools to the toolbox, man. I mean, he got all the tools, bro. However Crawford, however Spence wants to fight, it don't matter, bro. Bud can fight his style. He can fight his own style. He's just that crafty enough, man. That's what you're not giving. That's what I don't see a lot of people giving Bud his credit. You know what I'm saying? Being that his IQ level that is up there, man. You know what I'm saying? And let's be critical, man. Your man Spence fought somebody who had 4 losses. If I wasn't correct, you supposed to punish somebody with 4 losses, bro. You supposed to punish somebody. You dig what I'm saying? And I promise you, if Bud touch him, he ain't gonna do what Ugas did. Promise you that, bro. I'm telling you. So that's all I got to say, bro. I mean, the floor is yours, bro. This platform, you know what I'm saying? I just want to say, you know what I'm saying? Thanks for having me on, bro.
You're welcome, Oscar. I have a few questions that I want to ask you. You had mentioned that Crawford has tools in the tools in the toolbox.
Tools with an S.
Tools in the toolbox. And you're basically saying that Crawford's going to beat Spence. I think that's what you're saying, right?
Yeah.
He's going to beat Spence. That's cool. There's nothing wrong with that. All right.
So, I mean, Spence is good, though. Don't think nothing wrong with Spence. Spence is, he's up there, bro. You mean, no doubt about it. But, it's just that edge. You got to get that edge to that dog, man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I've been watching this since the 80s, bro. Since the 80s. So I can speak on the Hagglers because I watched him as a shorty, bro. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he got that dog in him, bro. They both got that dog in him, but dude got that little bit that extra, man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you gonna see, bro. I mean, it's on now. I mean, we started talking. It's on.
I got you. So you said that Crawford has all the tools in the toolbox, and I have to say he does have some tools in the toolbox. But you also said that, your words, not mine, Spence was supposed to do that to fighters who have, I think you said 4 losses on their record. You were referring to Ugas? Well, you talking about him?
Yes.
Oh, I see. So can you name just one? We don't need you to go down a whole list because we don't have a lot of time, but just one if you can. Can you name just one fighter that Crawford beat in the welterweight division, besides Horn? Because I know he got the WBO. You know, I'm talking about after he won the title. After he won the WBO title against Jeff Horn. Can you name one fighter? Just one. We don't have to know the whole list. Just one fighter that Crawford beat that was undefeated.
Oh, that was undefeated?
Yeah, welterweight division after he beat Jeff Horn for the belt, because he was the champion after he beat.
Yeah, he was a champion after that. Yeah. No, he has not been an undefeated champion.
Oh, he hasn't?
No, not since he took the belt from Horn.
Oh, okay. So Spence, when he had the belt, he fought guys. Well, at least one guy you said had 4 losses, and that was your talking point. But you admitted Yeah. But you admitted that Bud Crawford, he beat guys that had multiple losses on their record too.
Yeah.
Right. I see.
I agree.
I'm listening to you.
Oh, no, I'm saying, but yeah, they both had but like I said, you're supposed to do that though. So when Bud fought somebody with multiple losses, like more than 3, 4, you're supposed to do that. You supposed to do that. When you at that level like that, you supposed to do that. And quiet as kept, I don't even think Uga should be in that picture though, dog. Let's keep it 100. Uga ain't even up in that category with no Bud or anybody else who Bud fought. You know what I'm saying? Keep it 100 with you though, for real, for real. He fought an old Pacquiao, who Spence was supposed to fight, but Spence pulled out. Remember that eye injury? You remember that, right?
Yeah, I do. That's the same Pacquiao. I got you. But that is the same Pacquiao that Bud Crawford wanted to fight a year before that. That him? You talking about that Pacquiao? Oh, okay.
That Pacquiao.
So Bud
it would have
wanted
been
to fight him.
It would be the same way. I don't feel like Bud should have fought him, but Bud was going off. He thought he needed that fight to make his name. Nah, man. Pacquiao, nah, bro. You don't get no recognition fighting no 40-year-old, bro. No props on that. I'm glad Spence didn't fight him though. Look what happened. I'm glad Spence didn't fight him though. For real, for real. That's just my take on it. It wouldn't have been no blemish on Spence's record for not fighting no Pacquiao. Spence's record is still good. He's still good without seeing the Pacquiao though. So his team did good by backing on that fight though.
Mm-hmm. Well, there was an undefeated fight. Since we're talking about undefeated fighters, you know, because you said that Spence had the world title. He fought guys that had multiple losses on their record, including Ugas, you said, who had about 3 or 4. I pointed out that Crawford, he hasn't fought 3. Okay. He hasn't fought no
4
undefeated fighters as well. And he also fought fighters that had multiple losses on their records as well when he fought them. So, but there was a fighter who is undefeated, and he was undefeated, and he was ranked number 2 in the WBO. And we heard Bozy Ennis, the father of him, say something to Crawford about. So how come Crawford didn't fight Gerard Boots Ennis? He was undefeated, and he was ranked number 2 in the WBO.
I think Boots got to wait his turn though, dog. Boots is up and coming. He's the up and coming hog, man. You know what I'm saying? He got to wait his turn, man. You know what I'm saying? He just can't come to the Lions Den, man. Think he want to eat. You know what I'm saying? Real fast. You got to chill out a little bit, bro. You know what I'm saying? Get his wins up a little bit before you get to see these dudes, man. Before you get to see either one of them, Crawford or Spence, man. You know what I'm saying? That's let him work his way up a little bit, man. Don't give him that right now, man.
I see.
That's all.
So I got you. But you know, Crawford fans, they wasn't saying what you were saying about Boots to Crawford when he was just coming up and he wanted to fight Pacquiao. Remember, he was just coming up before he got to 147 and he wanted to fight Pacquiao.
I dig that.
You remember that?
I dig that. I dig that. I can dig it. But like I say, man, it's right now in Boots. We ain't even talking about Boots right now, man. This platform right now should be talking about Spence and Bud, man. You dig what I'm saying?
I was just bringing him up because you know you said that Boots got to wait his turn and everything. He's still green and everything. He's still young. But I remember when Crawford was green and young before he got to 147, he kept trying to jockey for position to fight Pacquiao when Pacquiao was up top. And you agreed with me and said that's true. So I agree. So why do these rules keep changing for certain fighters?
But Bud made his bones though, man. Bud went about it the other way. He said, okay, if Pacquiao didn't want to see me, let me keep making my mark. That's what Boots got to keep doing. He got to keep chipping away, bro. He gonna get it. He gonna get what he asking for though. You know what I'm saying? He definitely gonna get that work, man. You know what I'm saying? But it ain't no real money in that though, dog. Boots ain't got no name behind him though yet. You dig what I'm saying? Once Boots get that big name behind him, only true boxing fans know about Boots, man.
Crawford didn't have no big name behind him either, but he still wanted to fight Pacquiao.
But like I said, he kept coming though. He kept knocking at that door. Boots got to keep knocking at that door, man. Somebody gonna answer it, but Boots got to keep knocking at that door, man.
Well, the difference between Boots and Crawford, when you say keep knocking at the door, Crawford had a great promoter who is like this with the WBO. So most of top-ranked fighters, if you've noticed for the last 6 or 7 years, they're all WBO champions, the top guys. I don't know if you noticed that.
Yeah, but he ain't with Top Rank no more.
Right, but I'm just saying he secured the
Yeah.
WBO title and 2
Yeah.
divisions while he was with them.
Okay, we get it. I dig what you're coming from.
Right, so it's easy for you to say Boots got to do all this knocking and do all this banging and kicking on the door, but
Okay,
Crawford
it's
didn't have to
the
do all
same
that.
way.
Well, let me finish. Boots got to do all this kicking, knocking, and banging on the door when Crawford has the whole machine behind him that put up the money, that made the phone calls to get him in those positions, to get the WBO strap in 140 and 147. He ain't had to keep knocking, banging, and kicking on the door. You see my point?
I see your point.
So that's why I'm trying to figure out is, why the rules keep
So
changing when it comes to
okay,
Bud.
so rules ain't changed for Spence. I mean, Spence been having them straps for a whole year now and ain't fought nobody. So what was he waiting on? Ain't
He was
nobody in
waiting
line for
on
them
Bud.
straps.
He was waiting on Bud. He was waiting on Bud
But no,
Crawford.
no,
That's
no,
what he
no,
was
no,
waiting
no,
on.
no, no. Ain't nobody else. But Bud fought somebody. Bud fought somebody.
You cool with that?
I'm saying Bud fought somebody though. Why
I know, but
ain't what you call it fought nobody over the year though, bro? A whole year off?
Oscar, you're starting
Is
to
that how
start.
from 7 months?
Oscar, there's a tactic that I am used to people using, and I call them out for it. What you're doing is gaslighting, sir. I asked you a question, and you start talking all around me. Why did why did Crawford fight Ebenezer? I asked you, were you cool with that? You okay with him fighting Ebenezer? Was you cool with
He
that?
got his bread. He got his bread for that.
I know, but I'm asking you it's just yes or no. It's just yes or no.
Yes.
Were
I'm
you cool?
cool.
You were
Yes.
cool with him fighting.
I'm cool with that man getting his money.
No, not about him money. See, we ain't talking about the money. I'm talking about him fighting.
But that's part of boxing is fighting. Getting money is part of fighting, right? I mean, getting money, that's what you're fighting for, is money.
Right.
Staying busy, and he's staying busy.
I see. So now I can walk you into. Now I'm walking you into a room, and I know you're not going to try to leave the room. So let me walk you in it. So you're
Let's
cool
go.
with Crawford fighting David Ebenezer for the money, correct?
Mm-hmm.
But you discredited Spence for choosing not to make money for a whole year to wait to fight Bud.
He said he waited. That's what he specified. Hey, I ain't putting no words in his mouth. That's what he said he did. That's what he said he did.
But listen, you just said that Spence ain't fighting nobody for a whole year. But that
Which is
meant that
mandatories.
no, hold on.
IBF?
Listen to what I'm saying.
WBA?
Hear me out. If you're giving credit to Terrence Bud Crawford for fighting a number 6 WBO ranked fighter in David Ebenezer for money, then how can you then equally criticize Spence for losing money for a whole year so that he can wait to fight Crawford? How can you criticize that man for losing money?
So he had to wait. He couldn't have fought nobody.
He could have. He could have fought Keith Thurman.
Why didn't he?
He chose
Why?
not to fight him. And
But
see,
I'm
there you go
saying,
again.
don't put that on Spit. Don't put that on Crawford because you waited. He didn't hold you up.
Oscar, let me show you how you're doing it again. I asked you a question, and then you asked me a question by saying he couldn't fight such and such. The question was, how can you criticize Spence for losing money for a whole year, waiting to fight Crawford, but equally give Crawford credit for fighting David Ebenezer for the money?
But I'm not criticizing him. That's not a criticism. That's on him if you don't want to fight for a year. That's on him.
Right, but he was
I'm not criticizing him.
He only did that because he was a man of his word. He said he
but
wasn't going to fight.
That's your opinion. That's not a fact.
That's a fact. He said
you gotta show me
himself.
You gotta show me something. Show me that something paper that says that he waited. You know what I'm saying? They say, man, I'm waiting on you for the jury. I'm gonna let you show me.
Oscar, I can roll the tape right now where Errol Spence Jr. himself
roll the tape, baby.
All right, hold on. I'm gonna tell you what he said first. Errol Spence Jr. himself said these words: I could have fought Keith Thurman, but I said I'm not fighting nobody else but Crawford. I'm not fighting Keith Thurman. That was a recent interview that he said that in.
But he also said that he would never fight Keith Thurman.
Didn't he keep his word,
Shit.
Oscar?
Shit.
Didn't he keep his word,
He
Oscar?
said he would never fight Keith Thurman.
Didn't he keep his word, Oscar?
He kept his motherfucking word. Shit.
So what we talking about then?
I ain't mad at you. I said, hey man, he could have fought somebody. Ain't nothing to Keith Thurman because he already said he ain't gonna fight Keith Thurman a long time ago. Where have you been?
No, that's my point. But you're telling me that you need me to roll the tape on him saying that he wasn't gonna fight the guy.
But I know he wasn't gonna fight the guy. You got to roll that tape. I know he said he gonna fight that dude, but not for that reason though. You trying to make it seem like he's gonna fight that reason because of blood. No.
What other reason wasn't he gonna fight Keith Thurman, man?
Because he said he didn't want to fight Keith Thurman. Because when Keith Thurman had the belts, he didn't want to fight Keith Thurman. Didn't want to fight him. Saying they want to get him a shot at the belt. That's why he didn't want to fight Keith Thurman.
Right. He said that before he was in negotiation with Terrence Crawford. That's when he said that then. He didn't say that after they was in negotiation with Crawford. He didn't say that then.